Ruth was a Florida native born on March 5, 1991 in Miami, Florida to Haitian immigrants. She was the second of three children and she had a close bond with her family. Ruth was a first-generation college student and her family was proud that she had decided to pursue higher education. After having completed her studies in the fall of 2019, Ruth was ready to transition into corporate America. Ruth was hardworking, charismatic, and kind, and all who knew her had nothing but great things to say about her. Ruth was gainfully employed and also worked as a caregiver in her home. She was the caregiver to her frail and ailing grandmother, who started to exhibit early signs of Alzheimer's disease. Ruth was affectionately known as Ruthie, and she was often described as being the life of the party. Friends and coworkers described Ruth as having a bubbly personality and always having a positive disposition. Ruth relished in having a good time with family and friends. The events that took place on Saturday, March 28, 2020, would change the lives of Ruth's family forever and would send ricochets through a close-knit family and community. That Saturday started like many other Saturdays for Ruth. However, little did she know that this Saturday would end differently. Just 24 days after celebrating her 29th birthday, Ruth would be found dead under very suspicious circumstances. Prior to Ruth's untimely exit from this earthly world, many measures such as curfews and restrictions were implemented to prevent the spread of coronavirus, which had taken the nation by storm. Many millennials grew tired of the mandates and the state orders to stay home. Thus, when the opportunity presented itself to attend a house party, Ruth was more than happy to go, as she had grown tired of the boredom that she experienced staying home. Ruth had spoken candidly with her female cousin, and both ladies agreed that they would both attend the house party. Fellow partygoers recall Ruth being in good spirits and seemingly happy as she was seen socializing among other partygoers. After some time had passed, Ruth told her cousin that she was going to step outside. It's unclear as to why Ruth wanted to go outside. Some speculate she stepped outside to get some fresh air. Others have stated she may have been lured to leave the inside of the dwellings to isolate her from her cousin. Many believe that Ruth was lured outside under the guise or pretense of helping out a fellow partygoer. Many have speculated that Ruth may have been approached by a male partygoer earlier in the evening who expressed romantic interest in her and perhaps convinced her that it would be best for them to step outside to get away from the loud blaring music that was perforating from the inside of the home and also get away from the watchful eyes of the other partygoers. However, it still remains unclear as to what compelled Ruth to go outside on that fateful Saturday night. After much time had elapsed, Ruth's cousin realized that Ruth hadn't come back inside. So she decided to call Ruth's phone. Ruth's phone rang, but she never picked up. The cousin then decided to look for her throughout the residence, checking the bedrooms, bathrooms, front porch, as well as the backyard. She was unable to locate Ruth. It was discovered that Ruth had left her phone inside of the house charging, and her purse was also discovered in the home alongside her phone and other personal belongings. Ruth's body was later discovered floating in a lake. If you have any information regarding the subsequent disappearance and murder of Ruth, please contact your local law enforcement agency.